Here's my little thingy I made. It's for getting engines into vehicles like that are all lifted and high. It's got a typical Chevy truck, little around the house kind of truck. When I built this thing, what it does is put down these 4 legs and 2,000 pounds, big old sturdy frame. You're able to use that like a 2-ton crane and lift this thing up off the ground, rotate it around, and I got an inline 6 block in there right now, and throw it right in the bed. And I have ball bearings in there, but I ended up slamming into this thing a couple days ago, so I got to tear it apart and replace the ball bearings. But it still rotates. I just need to use the ratchet straps to rotate it a little bit. But it's my little truck crane thingy I made, and I got these right here that slide into the hitch. Once again, there's no weight on the truck. All the weight's on these. Right now, all the weight's on these. It stays on these. I actually lift up the back of the truck like a 1/2 inch to an inch, and then I just block the wheels, and it don't go anywhere, kind of deal. It's in neutral right now, and all the weight's on here. That's the whole point. Is the only time the weight's on the truck is when this is up, and yeah. But yeah, that's a iron block 350 and a AX15 that I want to throw in that Jeep. Everything but the transfer case, which I just don't want the headache of throwing that in when I fly around with it. That's where I'm at, my little truck crane. Now all I do is I rotate it around. It's got to go up a little bit higher to get over top that fender, which I got more control having that little Harbor Freight 1.5 ton jack thing. And as long as I don't go over 1,000 pounds, I'll be good. And really, I don't see any reason to go over 1,000 pounds. I mean, that and that alone is probably close to 1,000, 1,200 right there. Throw that in the bed of this thing, drive this over in the grass over there, and drop this in. And that's the whole plan. And I was going to build an A-frame, but I was like, well, you know, if I go over to somebody's house or something and want to grab an axle, that ain't going to work. So this thing, these legs, they rotate up in the up position, and you can see the tail lights from the back when it's up, and secure this and knock this all in place. And should be as road legal as one of those little cart thingies. I'm saying it's flush with the thing. It's only like 96 inches or something. Doesn't stick out too far, but I don't know. Maybe I need a flag or something. I don't think I need a plate or anything like that. Like I was saying, you could see all the tail lights. So that was the whole point, to make it so that it could go down the road, go to Bob's house and get Bob's free engine out of his backyard kind of deal, and throw in the back of the truck, take it to my house, and play around like that. But yeah, I ain't got no garage space, so I have to do this outside, and I couldn't justify making an A-frame just for one job. So this makes moving stuff around the yard easy. You can imagine picking up logs and axles and whatever you might have to move around and throw in the back of a truck. If you're not throwing it in the back of the truck, anything with a 2-inch hitch should work with this thing. That's why I made it. You could use it with an SUV if you really wanted to. I don't know how you get it stuff inside, but it's really not meant to be driven. That's the whole point. Like, that's a lot of weight. This thing probably weighs about 600 pounds on its own, so it's a lot of weight. Built, overbuilt, super built. Yeah, I got a whole hitch right there. That was the whole thing. A hitch, platform, and then I just built it up from there. And yeah, she's holds some pretty heavy weight. Going down the road, I should have 6 in there. I only have 4 in there right now because it's really not supporting that much weight. It's like going from over there to over here. and then it's all the weight's on here, and then it's going from over here to over there. And then when you take it off, you can imagine the more bolts you have to get that thing pretty close. I got a little bit of play in there with that hitch system, and there's of course adjustability of a couple inches. You can go up higher or lower and move it up and down a little bit there, a couple inches. But yeah, that's what's going on. And the whole thing can side out. I had it where the whole hitch, the two hitches pretty much butter up against each other, but I was having so much of a headache trying to get the thing in and out that I just came up with this little normal hitch there, that female to female kind of deal. Then you just bolt them together and they work great. I'm saying there's no weight on it right now at all. This thing moves easy as hell. This is no weight on this, real stable. And yeah, there's a little bit, a really little bit of tweakage in there. Right now you can kind of see it's got a little bit of, just a tad little bit, but it's supposed to be like that. That takes more of the weight off the back, puts it on the front, and makes it easier to rotate. I was playing around with trying to keep it all level and such, kind of see where I kind of cobbled up. It's supposed to be right here, and then I cobbled it up so that was up there, because this was all level at one point and that wasn't working that great. So I moved that around and that worked out really good. I'll rotate this up. I'll make another video. I'll rotate this around with this engine on here.